Welcome back in SDET Tech IVP channel. So today's topic is constructor. Okay, in last tutorial we discussed about the method. What is a method? How we can use method? What are the type of method? So all we cover in the last tutorial about the method. Okay, and before that we covered about the variable part, which is really important. And today we are going to discuss about the constructor. And in this constructor we can cover variable part and the method part. So let's start with the definition of the constructor. Okay, so please stay tuned, keep watching till end, like, share and subscribe the channel to get more amazing stuff about SDET role interview questions. So let's start. A constructor in Java is a special method that is automatically called when an object of a class created. Okay, when an object of a class is created, okay, means this class I have created, and if let me execute, a constructor is automatically called. It's called default constructor. Okay, its the main purpose is to initialize the object that is given initial value to the object variable. Okay, and the key pointer about the constructor name should be same as the class name. Okay, constructor name should be as the class name. Let's create a constructor here. Let's create a constructor. The class name is construct. Okay, this one is a constructor. Okay, is a user defined constructor but non-parameterized constructor. This one is a user defined constructor but it is a non-parameterized constructor. Okay, the constructor having the same name of the class name. See, okay, the constructor not have return type. If we create a method like display, let me create a method display. Okay, display, this one is a okay, and it has a return type. What it show the return type is void. You can provide some return type for this method. Okay, so this one is a basic difference between constructor and the method. Okay, you can also create the same name of the method with the class name. Okay, but condition is that constructor method have the return type. Okay, the next one called automatically when new keyword is used. Okay, if we create a new keyword, okay, let me create a constructor. This is already created. Let me create an object of this class. Object we already covered in the last constructor. Let me, okay, and new. When we use new keyword, a constructor is automatically called. Okay, when we create an object of a class, the constructor is automatically called. Okay, if no constructor is written, Java provide default constructor. Okay, suppose we have not provided any constructor here, so Java is default provide a default constructor. We can already discuss in the tutorial in the JVM. Once we are discussing about the JVM, JRE and JDK tutorial. So firstly you have to go through this tutorial so that you can get better understanding how constructor will be work behind in the JVM. Okay, so this one is the basic definition for the constructor. So and if we talk about the types of the constructor has three types: default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor. Okay, and the constructor overloading, you can define multiple constructor in same class with a different parameter. Okay, let me create two variable, int age, okay, string name. Okay, so these are the two variables I have created. So that's why I told you already we can cover here variable part, method part, and constructor part, as well as and the object part. What is the object we already discussed in the last tutorial. Okay, if you see this tutorial already created object, already discussed about the object. Okay, so right now I have created two variables. Okay, and what I can do here I'll provide string s. Okay, and here age equals to a and name equals to n. Name equals to n. Okay, and here what we can do, this one is your method. Okay, So let me change for this one for the time moment, display white display. Okay, and thus what I can do here I can provide sysout system.out println means. Okay, and here age equals to, or age colon age, concatenate age. Okay, name, and here what we can do, concatenate name. Okay, so this one we can create. Okay, so here if we already created object of the class. Okay, new construct, so it's showing me here add argument int and string. Okay, let me add the age integer is 10 and name is equal to SDET tech IVP. Okay, SDET tech IVP. Okay, so now what it will be happen. Okay, let me execute this program. So what output we are getting? We didn't get nothing here. Okay, why? Because we have not provided the print statement right now. So how we can use the print statement for this one? So for this one what we can do, remove this one, we can just create a constructor. Okay, we can just create a constructor. Okay, can just create okay, so what we can do here, so let me call this method here. This one is our parameterized constructor. Okay, const.display, and let me execute this program. Then we are getting 10 age, just moment, let me finish this one as here plus age, and here let me change this one name. Okay, and let me remove this one so that it is better understanding for you. This one name plus name. Okay, why it's throwing the error? Let me check. It's the small letter age. Okay, and it's age and it's caps age. Okay, now you can see that age is 10 and name is SDET. Why it's throwing the error? Okay, oh I done mistake here. Okay, let me execute this one. So guys, this one is a constructor, all about the constructor. Okay, so we have multiple constructor: default constructor, parameterized constructor, non-parameterized constructor. Okay, and if we talk about constructor overloading, so in same class we can create multiple constructor with the different number of argument. How we can create? Suppose this one is a constructor, one constructor I have already created. Okay, let me create a one more constructor. Okay, there is a int b string s. Okay, but parameters are still same, int. Okay, let me create here int d. Okay, so now this one is a different. Okay, but this one is, let's say here what we can do, here we can provide, we can create a one more variable, int roll number, number, roll number. Okay, int roll number. Okay, we can create a one more variable, and let me create here int roll number equals to d. Okay, roll number equals to d, but it's showing the error. And let me change this one b and with s. Okay, and s is its caps. Let me create this one as a small letter, and this one is the small letter is also. Okay, and now we can again create a constructor. Okay, const. Okay, and let me call this one double r equals to new constructor. Let me copy paste this one, constructor. Okay, now it's giving you the some 3 parameters and 2 parameters constructor, this one and this one. What you want to use? I want to use this one. Okay, so age is 11 and name is QA, and roll number is 20. Okay, so I have provided this one, but how I can print this one? So for this one, what we can do here, I can use one more statement, system.age.name plus role. Sorry, this one is a smaller letter. Let me copy paste roll number, and here roll number. Okay, roll number. Okay, so how we can print this one? So for this one, what we can do, we can create a one more constructor here. Okay, means we can create a object of this class again and use this constructor. Okay, and now it will print age 10, SDET, roll number is 0 for this one, but I want to print something else. Okay, I want to print this one. So for this one, what I can do, so this one is a one more method. Let me create a one more method, displays. The method name is displays. Okay, and this one, let me remove this one. Let me remove this one is as well. Okay, let me remove this one, and here let me this one. Okay, and here constructors are dot displays. So now see what the output we are getting. Now we are getting output. Okay, so this one is constructor overloading, but have the different parameter. We already discussed in the last tutorial, once we discussed about the polymorphism. Okay, in that topic we already discussed about what is the overloading and overriding. Okay, so you can just go through this video so you can get better understanding. So guys, this all about the constructor, and most of the time interview ask how many types of the constructor, how you can use constructor. Okay, can we constructor overload? Yes, definitely we can overload constructor. Okay guys, so this one is a whole about the constructor. Please like, share and subscribe this channel to get more amazing stuff about SDET role interview question. Goodbye, have a nice day.